Okay, so I decided to share a thought I had last night and then again today, which is a story time. And when I tell you this story time, it's to communicate like a lesson in boundaries that I learned kind of recently. Um, as a child, I was raised in this like crazy household by a narcissistic caregiver. And one time she insisted that I, instead of taking a shower in the morning, wash up at the sink. She was like insisting, you don't have time, da, 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 da. And like me, at this point I was like fearful of punitive measures, like having the crap beat out of me, for example. If I disobeyed, it was never an option. So I was like, okay, I'm washing up at the sink. And I was like 12 at this point. And like she busts in the door and takes a photo of me. And she's like standing there looking at the photo, laughing, malicious. And then she calls my uncle over, who is a drunk. She calls him to the bathroom door, and while I'm standing there naked, like 12 years old, naked, and she shows him the picture on the phone. And he, you know, I could see like the desire in his face. And then he's like, ah! He's like, God. So, yeah, boundary violation, right? And like, yeah. So I go to school, I come home that night. She goes to work, graveyard shift. And he comes home in the morning later than usual, like 5 a.m. I'm up for school at this point already, 6 a.m. And because this boundary has been crossed already for him by the authority figure in the house, he comes into the bathroom, I'm in the shower this time, pulls back the curtain, tells me to get out. I get out of the shower and I start getting dressed. I have my clothes in there with me, thank God. I'm getting dressed. He sits down, he closes the toilet lid, and he sits down on the toilet and starts, watching me, touching himself. I'm 12. It's my uncle. He lives, I'm raised by my grandmother. He lives in the house, And I'm getting dressed like as fast as I can. It's sad. I'm smiling because I'm so uncomfortable. Jesus, I'm trying to like get it. The spirit's on me heavy to say this right now, but it's like, oh. And as I'm getting dressed as fast as I can, he's like, slow down, like annoyed at me, like angry. He's in his 20s at this point. 20 something. I don't even know. But I get dressed while he's doing, yeah. And he gets up and he tells me, he's like, come downstairs when you're done. He's like, come downstairs when you're done. And he has a room in the basement. And at this point, it's like I'm so conditioned by living in this household to obey or else, like obey or like I'm physically in danger, that I go downstairs. And I go downstairs and I'm scared, honey. I'm scared. I'm scared. I get to the bottom of the stairs and like turn the corner. He has a room, doesn't have any walls in the basement. There's no walls, but. And I see him like straightening up his bedroom and stuff. He's like making the bed and he's like fluffing the pillows as I turn the corner. And I thought of my mom. And he doesn't really look at me. He like kind of peeks and then he says, "Are you scared?" And I just silently like nod, like, yeah. And he says, "Go back upstairs." Oh, guys, that took a lot to get out of my chest. I went back upstairs. I went to school. I was in 6th grade. So if you knew me in 6th grade and I was acting out in class, which sometimes I did, you might know why a little better now. But anyway, I share this story to say that when you grow up in situations like that, you might become accustomed to a boundary threshold that's like up here, whereas the normal threshold is like right here. I can't even extend my arm high enough, like, right? And I say that to say, if you grew up in a situation like that or experiences like that in a household like that, you might be letting things slide that you shouldn't. Because you survived that level of boundary crossing and that type of thing was normalized and like you just had to roll over and take it because of the power struggle or whatever was going on during your childhood. People are crossing lines that are normal. People are crossing lines that you should be addressing down here, honey, down here. I always think of City Girls, Carisha. There's this video of her and she's like, "Don't let nobody play about you. As soon as a bitch got you fucked up, like, don't play about you because you're you." And I think we need to remember that, because if you have grown up in that kind of situation, things are normalized that shouldn't be. So hold extra space for your own needs and desires, because when you acknowledge your needs and you hold space for your needs and desires, there's automatically a boundary that's formed. Acknowledge what you need and desire. Be the first person to legitimize it and be the first person to vocalize it. Okay. I think that's it.